Hey everyone, I'm here with a quick video on Marc Daly and Kenya Moore. You know what? Who have got a divorce, right? But it was always rumored that Kenya Moore was really supporting Marc Daly, his restaurants, his business ventures. And the claim is when they first got together, Marc Daly owed back taxes and a lot to the tune of, I think, $250,000, $250,000. Then all of a sudden you heard Marc Daly, Kenya Moore got together. The next thing you know, his tax bill was paid, and it seems like he was running her pockets ever since. They finally got divorced in 2023. But now Mark comes out. Listen, when he was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for 2.2 seconds, supposedly trying to support Kenya Moore, he treated her dirty on that show. He called her Ken. That was his nickname for her, Ken. He seemed to not really be on her side, by her side, or really supporting her. He seemed to have done her so dirty when he did come on the show. But now all of a sudden he's calling Andy Cohen a snake. And he's pissed off that Kenya Moore got suspended or fired, whichever one you want to believe or connect to, from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That he did a live speaking out, talking about his time over there at Bravo and how they pretty much doing Ken dirty. Really, Marc Daly, are you really mad because how they're doing Kenya? Or are you mad because your money bag, your bank account, the door is now closed? Let's take a quick listen.
Everyone I met through that was great, except for you know who, the producers, Mr. Cohen, the snake in chief. You guys know that, right? See how they did Kenya dirty? And you know what's funny? Everyone said, "Oh, Mark, you this, Mark, you that." You know what? If I was there, it would never had that crazy. You know, a husband sometimes got to stand up and the same way a wife has to protect her husband if he's going off the rails. I would have never let that happen. You all would have said, "Oh, he's bossing him around," but she still would have got a check. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just life. Everyone I met through that experience was great.
So he's saying everybody he met through the experience was great. And if he was there, Kenya would have never got suspended or fired because he knows how to control things. He knows how to run things. Mark, please. Okay. So hold on one second, guys. Kenya Moore's ex-husband, Marc Daly, claims she is being done dirty by Snake in Chief, Andy Cohen, amid her suspension. Listen, here's the thing. I think the best thing to do when you are going through said situations is to do like Phaedra Parks did. You just go dark. You go dark and you kind of don't say anything and you let it blow over. And if your desire is to get back on said network, you shouldn't be running around letting any of your friends, your ex-husband, or your family members talk about the hand that fed you. So Kenya Moore's ex-husband, Marc Daly, claims she is being done dirty by Snake in Chief, Andy Cohen, amid her suspension. Now we can listen to this real quick. Oh,
Us marketers want nothing.
how dreadful. So Kenya Moore's ex-husband Marc Daly claims the reality star is being done dirty by Snake in Chief Andy Cohen amid her suspension from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The so-called restaurant owner who finalized his divorce from Moore in December 2023 took to Instagram Live to share how his experience was on the hit Bravo show. Everyone I met through that experience was great, except for you know who, the producers and Mr. Cohen, the Snake in Chief, he said, according to a video captured by the Neighborhood Talk. I showed y'all that already. You guys know that, right? You see how they did Kenya dirty. Daly then alleged that if he was still on the show, he would have never let that happen, and that Moore was still would have got a check. Daly's comments came 2 months after Page Six exclusively revealed that Moore, 53, was suspended indefinitely for sharing posters of a series newcomer Brittany Edie allegedly performing oral on someone. Okay, that's Kenya and Mark. Cameras were rolling at her Kenya Moore Hair Spa grand opening, where the mom of one decided to unveil the explicit images to their castmates. Due to the nature of the incident, an investigation was launched, and Moore was no longer allowed to film anymore for season 16. After the scandal surfaced, the former Miss USA took to her Instagram stories with a cryptic message, which read, "Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. The truth always comes to light." She then tweeted that she would never engage in revenge P, adding, "I have never distributed private images or footage of anyone, nor solicited images owned by others to use to threaten or blackmail. I've always been vindicated. I can't talk about story even with people planting fake news, hashtag Sweet 16." And she says Sweet 16 because this is Roa's 16th season, that they are currently filming, and she's no longer filming. Edie also spoke out, writing on her Instagram story that it's never a good feeling being targeted or hazed by someone I thought would embrace me into a new circle that I never met. The Car Courage CEO also denied reports that she threatened Moore with a pow pow. After this suspension decision was made, Moore threw shade at toxic Bravo while sharing pictures from her and her daughter Brooklyn's vacation. It's a beautiful picture. And Kenya Moore is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But you got to watch what you do, okay? And that's Brittany Edie. My life is blessed. Myself and my daughter will continue to thrive in a non-toxic environment where we feel appreciated and most importantly protected, she wrote on Instagram. Thank you, God, for covering us. Since Moore was let go from filming, the network rehired Phaedra Parks, who was fired from Roa after admitting during season 9 reunion in 2017 that she spread a rumor that co-star Candy Burris wanted to give people substances and arm them. And she spread this through Portia Williams. And many people were saying, well, how do you let one person who did equally crazy crime as another person, so you let her back in the door while you releasing the other one out the back door? It's just messy. It doesn't make sense. And I get what they're saying. So what I want to say about this whole situation is it's a hot flaming mess when it comes to Marc Daly. Marc Daly don't care about what happens to Kenya Moore. He only cares about the check and the money that she has and the access to the money that she had when she was on Bravo. And I'm sure because Kenya Moore probably had a sore spot for Marc Daly, especially because most of us do. When you have a child with somebody, and no matter how mad you get at them, that softness still lives somewhere in you. Even if you buried it down to your big toe, all the way at the back of your big toe. Like if they cry enough or say enough, you probably will break down and say, okay, you're giving and giving those signs. I do believe that this man was still in Kenya's Moore bank account. And therefore, that is the only reason why he is currently speaking now about the fact that Bravo did her dirty. Marc Daly, go sit down somewhere. You don't care about Kenya Moore. You don't care about Brooklyn. You care about the paycheck that Kenya Moore no longer has, okay? And you trashing them is not going to help this girl get her job back at Bravo. They'll need to come up with a better strategy, but this ain't it. Listen, guys. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.